I still remember the exact moment my world shifted. We were sitting across from each other at the little table in my apartment. One that used to feel warm and filled with love suddenly felt like a courtroom. The late evening light poured in through the windows, casting long shadows on the floor. As if the truth was already beginning to chase us both, she didn't flinch. She didn't look away. She just said, "It," calm, defiant, unapologetic. "You either accept me as I am or don't." I stared at her, trying to process what had just come out of her mouth. My hands trembled, not from rage, but from the weight of realization pressing down on my chest. My mind screamed, "This is not the woman I thought I knew. My fiancée, Anna. The woman I had planned to spend the rest of my life with. The woman who laughed with her whole body and cried silently into my chest on rainy nights. The woman I defended to my friends when they said something felt off. I loved her, still loved her. That was the hardest part. But now, after everything I'd found, everything she'd kept hidden, she wanted me to just accept it. Started with little things. A strange charge on our joint account. A work trip that didn't match her company's calendar. A lie about visiting her sick aunt when I found out that aunt had been dead for 3 years. I pushed those things aside for months, you see. Love makes you blind, but commitment makes you willingly stupid. I didn't want to be the guy who doubted the woman he was going to marry. I didn't want to be paranoid, but the lies kept coming. Not wild ones, subtle, quiet, believable lies that she told so smoothly. I wouldn't have caught them if I weren't paying attention, and then one day, I was. All it took was one accidental text meant for someone else. He's asking questions again. I swear, he's going to ruin everything. My heart dropped when I read that. I sat there for hours, staring at the message, my hands clenched. My mind ran through every conversation, every strange excuse, every dismissive laugh. I didn't confront her right away. No, I needed to know. So I started looking. I never thought I'd be the guy who checked someone's phone or followed their movements. But desperation does strange things to a man. I checked her call history, tracked her location using our shared photos, and what I found, she was seeing someone else. Not physically, I don't think, but emotionally. Long messages, late-night voice notes, dreams whispered in the dark. To someone else, someone named Derek, a coworker from her old firm. In her texts, she called him her escape. She said I was safe and steady, but Derek made her feel alive. She was living a double life. One with me, the loving, dependable fiancée, and another with him, the secret that made her pulse race. So I confronted her. I didn't scream. I didn't accuse. I asked, "Who is Derek?" The way her face paled, the way her smile faltered, it was the confirmation I didn't want. She tried to deny it at first, called it harmless flirting, emotional confusion. "It's not what you think," she said, but I kept pushing. I showed her screenshots, told her I knew. That's when her expression changed. The fear faded, the guilt evaporated. She looked at me with something else, pride. No, resignation. And she said it. "You either accept me as I am, or don't." That was it. No apology, no tears, no regret. She wasn't sorry. She was tired of pretending. I don't know what hurt Martha. She lied to me, that she felt entitled to. "I never asked you to put me on a pedestal," she added. "You did that. You wanted the perfect girl, and I tried to be her. Bad. I'm not. I have needs. I have flaws. I crave chaos sometimes. I get bored. I didn't want to hurt you. I just wanted something that felt mine." She made me feel like the villain, like I was the one who demanded too much, like my expectations were the problem. I sat there, my heart shattering quietly inside my chest, and all I could ask was, "Why didn't you just tell me?" She shrugged. "Because you wouldn't understand. I didn't sleep that night." I laid in bed, staring at the ceiling, trying to make sense of it all. The wedding was 6 months away. We had deposits down, guest lists, a future planned, a house picked out, and yet the foundation was gone. I tried to think about everything that was still good. The way she smiled at me in the morning, the time she brought soup when I was sick, poems she wrote me on napkins. Were those things real, or were they just convenient lies too? Kept hearing her voice. You either accept me as I am, but who was she? Was she the woman who kissed me under the stars and cried during Disney movies? Or the woman who lied to my face while texting another man goodnight? Could both be true? It's what she wanted me to believe, that love meant accepting all of someone, even the ugly parts, even the selfish parts. But where's the line? When does accepting someone turn into betraying yourself? The next morning, she made coffee like nothing had happened. She sat at the counter, sipping from the mug I bought her last Christmas, scrolling through her phone. No apologies. No guilt. Just normal? I couldn't take it. I can't pretend. This is okay, I said softly. She looked up. I'm not asking you to pretend. Then what are you asking? I'm asking you to love me fully, not just when I fit your picture of what I should be. I stood there, heart thudding, hands shaking. I do love you. That's the problem, I whispered. I wish I could say I made some dramatic exit. That I packed her bags and told her to leave. That I stormed out and slammed the door. But I didn't. I just stood there, quietly dying inside. While the woman I thought I'd marry scrolled through her Instagram stories, it wasn't until days later, when she mentioned how she wanted to go ahead with the engagement shoot to keep up appearances, that I realized she didn't love me, not the way I needed to be loved. She loved what I offered: stability, comfort, safety, but not me. Not really, I called it off. There were tears hers this time. Please, promises, she said she'd change. I said she'd cut contact with Derek. Said she was just confused and scared, but it was too late. I couldn't go back to blind trust. I couldn't marry someone who thought love meant accepting betrayal. Love means choosing each other every day. It means honesty, even when it's ugly. It means respect. And respect doesn't sound like take me or leave me. It's been months. Now, sometimes I still dream of her. In those dreams, she's soft and kind, and ours is the life we almost had. I wake up with tears on my pillow and an ache in my chest. But then I remember I didn't lose the love of my life. I let go of someone who never truly wanted to be held. And maybe, just maybe, that was the first time I really chose myself.